There's a lot at stake when you own a business, but there's a lot more at stake when it's a family business, when you and your loved ones live, breathe, and sleep the details of making or losing money. Add in a trial by fire, quite literally, and you have a business that truly tests courage and fortitude. A business like McIlwee Millwork. As we continue our ongoing series, All in the Family, Diane Estabrook introduces us to the brothers behind this business.
The housing slump is hitting home at McIlwee Millwork. The 47-year-old family-owned firm makes frames for doors and windows. Last year, with hardly anyone building, revenues fell by more than half, forcing the company to cut its staff in half. So the McIlwee brothers are pulling together and pulling double duty. Operations Vice President Peter is also the shipping manager.
Used to be 2 years ago, I spent my days in the office. I rarely came out to the plant. Now I'm really out here on a daily basis.
Brian, the president, has taken on the role of controller, paying all bills.
My CPA, one of his comments to me is, at least you've held your gross profit margins on the product that you're selling.
And sales vice president Tom now helps divvy up chores.
My job is to vacuum all the carpets everywhere. My brother Brian cleans the kitchen this month.
Admittedly, times are tough for McIlwee Millwork, but these former Eagle Scouts know a thing or two about meeting challenges head-on. In a way, it's part of their DNA. The company was founded by their late father, Jack, who contracted polio as a teenager.
He just barely survived. Initially, he had lost the use of both arms.
Jack McIlwee eventually regained the use of one arm, but couldn't follow his dream of becoming a builder. So he went into millwork, and in 1963 founded the J.J. McIlwee Company on Chicago's South Side. 3 of his 4 sons followed him into the business. But in 1991, the company literally went up in flames. The J.J. McIlwee Company burned to the ground.
That was probably the toughest time for us as a family, for us as a business.
Within a few weeks of the fire, the company was back in business, farming out work. 9 months later, J.J. McIlwee reopened at its current location and in 2006 became McIlwee Millwork. After the fire, the McIlwees came up with a list of lessons to follow, which included thinking small, being frugal, operating on zero debt, and always expecting the worst. They're lessons that are serving them well today.
The competitors that have closed their doors, I really want to hammer on their customers and get in front of them. I don't care how we do it.
In weekly meetings, the McIlwees collaborate with staff on ways to grow business.
Yeah, a lot of times if I just get the name, I can get the address, phone number, all that stuff off the internet.
Tom's out in the field more, meeting with existing customers and trying to find new ones.
You're always looking for new customers, especially at a time like this when the market's quiet. Hey Stan. Hey Tom. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Sorry I'm late.
On this day, he's meeting with a builder remodeling a home in suburban Chicago.
Their world has shifted from new construction to remodeling. It's as lucrative, but there's so much more overhead involved in each transaction.
This, Diane, is what is really most popular these days, is a combination of painted trim and stained doors.
Back in the company's showroom, Brian shows off some of the products that have made McIlwee Millwork successful. He's confident the family firm will survive and thrive.
We've been tempered by fire, and we've gone through really tough times. So I think we have our employees' confidence that we know what we're going through today. We've been through something as bad or worse and gotten through it.
The McIlwees say their late father's example as a businessman and a scout leader prepared them for the challenges they face every day.
The scout motto is be prepared.
Once an eagle, always an eagle.
Diane Estabrook, Nightly Business Report, Itasca, Illinois.
I'm always so impressed when I hear stories like that, of that work ethic and that stick-to-itiveness.
Incredibly inspiring story, from what they've gone through with the dad's illness to the fire to certainly the economy lately.
And don't forget the Girl Scouts motto too, be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
That's Nightly Business Report for Friday, February 19th. I'm Susie Garib. Have a great weekend, everyone. I hope you do too, Tom.
You as well, Susie. Good night. I'm Tom Hudson. Good night to everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next week.